Chris Davis writes, I love this show and remember hearing that it would not come as a shock to many of the AMC Movie Crew members if there were more movies in the Hunger Games universe after Mockingjay Part 2. I was wondering what you thought of a Finnick Odair prequel. Finnick is an easily lovable character who has a very mysterious past that includes being manipulated by the Capitol on a very personal level and his relationship with Annie. I personally love Finnick and would love to have his story continue to help the Hunger Games cinematic universe.
No. And the reason I would say no is because a lot of the things that make, I think, Finnick a fascinating character, played by Sam Claflin, who we've had in this studio sitting at this table before, and lovely guy, really like him. Everything that would be really key and important about him, I feel like they've already laid it out for us in the things. Like, we know he was one of the tributes in the Hunger Games. We know he won his Hunger Games. We know about his romances. We know that he was taken by President Snow and kind of pimped out almost as a living celebrity prostitute to a lot of people, that he garnered a lot of secrets and stuff like that. And the new Hunger Games films, especially this last one, paid almost no attention to the character whatsoever. And so while I feel like there are stories to tell in this world of Panem beyond Hunger Games, I don't feel like a prequel is the way to go, and I don't feel like Finnick Odair is the character to go, because I think he's a great character, but I feel like they've used him to his potential at this point, and I don't feel like they're setting him up where he can be explored more later. Anyway, Amy Rose, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree. First of all, I don't think it's... I mean, you better believe Lionsgate and Summit are going to be asking Suzanne Collins to write something
They're
else.
trying to think of
like,
something,
you
yeah.
better believe it. I mean, this is their cash cow. So, of course, as we're seeing with Harry Potter universe expanding, it's definitely a question that is probably a hot topic of conversation at the studio. I love Finnick Odair, but his vehicle was catching fire. That was his film. You know, Katniss was pretty much the centerfold of Mockingjay, and it's going to continue to be that way. She's figuring it out, she's stepping up for the rebellion, all that. But Finnick, that was his breakout film, Catching Fire. He was amazing in it, and I love his backstory, and I love him as a character, but I don't think a prequel is the way to go with this either. I would love to see Effie used, like, after the fact.
I want to see her with a gun in the next one.
I don't want to give away too much of what happens next for those who haven't read the books, but no, I don't think a prequel is the way to go because of how explosive the current situation of the films are right now with Mockingjay, and I just feel like it would be like the aftermath I'd be more interested in than a prequel, at least for this series.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. I don't like the idea of prequels. I haven't read the books, so I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah. But I would go with, like, what's happening with these characters at the same time as all of this is going, as Mockingjay, part 1 and 2 are going on. They could do things like this is what's happening with these other characters from their perspective and their factions, because there are all these different factions, that they're trying to free. Some are enslaved, some are getting, released. So it's like, I don't know. That's at least something different for me. The idea of a prequel doesn't do anything for me.
Hey everyone, if you liked this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.